Hi everyone, I'm going to make an art journal page today and I'm working on watercolor paper. You don't have to, I just picked it up and because I want my background to be with watercolors, but you can use watered down acrylics, you can use distress inks. I just want some splotches of color on my page, and I really am in the mood for all kinds of greens, so that's what I'm going to do. I've got here Pelican watercolors, and as I said, I just want some stains of color, and I don't really care. I'm using several colors, and I want them even to blend a little bit. I'm just laying grounds for the next layer. So all kinds of greens as the base. So I've got here the Pelican. I've got here this set for at least 25 years, and this is from this set. It's from a Flying Tiger, so another option. Here's another color, and it's quite random. I don't really care where everything goes. Just trying to get some coverage and interest. And I'm not concerned that I have white showing, so it's quite free and you can do whatever you want. You don't even have to use greens. Do whatever you like with whatever colors you want in the background. Just a little bit more, and I'm adding a little bit more color here. It was very faint. Yeah, and yeah, so this is it. That's the first layer, and I'm going to let it dry before I continue, and I'm going to move this away so I'll have room to bring out this other stuff. I'll be back. I'm back. So this is dry, and I want some stenciling with inks in the background. So I've got this stencil and don't have any information about it. I've picked it up in Prague, so some Czech Republic brand, and I'm just going to randomly put it on my page and also alternate with the color. It doesn't have to be a fine how to call it, print. You just need to add to the background. So here I'm using distress ink, a pine needle, and cracked pistachio, and I'm switching to this is by Stamperia, and it's, let's see, no, it doesn't say anything. Well, it's kind of light blue, whatever, really doesn't matter. And I'm trying to make it fade. I don't need it to be too much boxed in or very precise, and I can go like this, and so there won't be a harsh line from my stencil. So let's continue. I'm going to do the same thing here. And I probably shouldn't have started with the edge, because now I again have a straight line that I don't like, but I'll just make it disappear later. And there will be probably lots and lots of more layers to come, so it will disappear. Here we go, and just going a little bit here, smudging it. And I want a little bit more, so let's go here. It's quite random, it doesn't really matter. As I said, it's just adding details to the background. It doesn't have to be trees. I could have picked any stencil. I just have this stencil for a lot of time, haven't used it, don't know why. Sometimes you buy something and it just lays there. And again, trying to get rid of harsh lines. So this is nice, and now I'm thinking I'm going to do something. I don't know if it will work, but let's see. I'm taking just a page here, putting the stencil, and I'm going a little bit on the stencil, not in between, and I want to see if I can activate it with water and make more details on this page. Let's see. So water, very gently, and I'm gonna flip it over and lay it here. Let's see. Yay! It worked. Okay, so I'm going to do this again, just a little bit more. I really like what came out of it. And a little bit of water, and flip it over, press it down. Yay. And I want just a little bit more here. So again, same thing. I think it will probably also work with sprays, so it doesn't have to be the distress inks. Oh, water. Forgot the water. Ooh, I'm in love with this background. Yay. Let's see. I can take, yeah, a little bit more here. Instant cleaning of the stencil. Win-win. Okay, so now this needs to dry, because I do have water here, and here I got one more painted paper, so again, win-win. I'm going to let it dry and then come for the next phase. I'll be back. I'm back. So Next, it's going to be quite a wild experiment here. I've got these circles that I punched out from book jackets, and I figured maybe I can do something to add to the page, at least these that have leaves on them. And right now I'm thinking of just cutting them in half. Let's do this too. No, like this, so I will have a more color on the piece. And let's see, I'm thinking something like that, and I don't know, maybe, yeah, something like that. And I will take another one. So not planned, I'm playing around, and let's see. So I'm using my silicone glue. It's from the local store, cheap store, and I was told that silicone glue is like Eileen Takey glue, clear glue, whatever. I don't know, we don't have it here, so I can't tell you anything about it. Maybe not in a straight line, yeah, like this. Just playing, not really planned. I think that's the best when you are not really planning on anything and something just comes out from trying things. So I've got this, and do I want this too? Yeah, I'll put this too also. Okay, so I've got this, and now I want some stamping. These are stamps that I've made from a thick craft foam. This is like 5 millimeters thick, and I made them with the indentation with soldering iron. So I thought I would try this deep green, but I don't think it will show, so I'm switching to black. This is Tuxedo Black by Momento, and let's see, yeah, something like that, just to add to the whole mix. Let's see if it's working. Yeah, I got some nice print here. And next, I'll probably print these two smaller ones all over, I don't know. Right now I'm just playing around, and let's see. Yeah, so I'm gonna try first, because it's here, I'm gonna try first to stamp with the deep green, with the darker green, and add details to the background. I haven't attached this stamps to any surface because I really wanted to see where they are going, and I didn't have anything clear to attach them to so I can see. So I'm just using them like this. This green looks kind of black, but never mind. As I said, it's just adding some details. And here we go. I really like it. Okay, so let's see. I want some. What do I want? I want some text and words here, and let's see. My favorite, as always, is handwritten text. So I need to get that stamp. Here we go. I'm thinking, do I keep it in the background with the green, or do I let it pop a little bit with the black? Let's go with the black. Whatever will be, will be. Yeah. This is nice. And let's see, I stamped some vellum some time ago. Maybe I can attach parts of it. Maybe I don't know. It's not, it doesn't really go with the background. Maybe as a focal point later, I don't know. I'll leave it be. I want some words in the background, so I'm going to go and find some stamp to stamp all over here, and I'll be back. I'm back, and I've got this stamp that says dream, and I'm again just adding in randomly and just putting it where I think it should go and add to the whole thing. It's kind of like doing a masterboard, so it's building some kind of background with a lot of details, and then just either using it for other project or making it your whole thing, and with some focal point. Best that I can explain what I'm doing right now. Like this, yeah, I like it. Okay, so I've got this, and now I want to see for some focal point, which I haven't arranged in time. I'm going with the flow today, and so I'm going to look for something, and I'll be back. I'm back. So couldn't find a focal point that will satisfy me, so again I'm going to manufacture myself. I've got this stamp I've made, again thick craft foam, and it was just leftovers from something else, and I arranged them like this. So I stamped them on this paper. It's thin as printer paper, and I've used this ink pad that I've got, I think, at least 20 years. It says archival pigment ink pad brilliance, whatever. It's kind of metallic, and it has 3 colors on it, so it really is nice because you get a variation in the stamp. And I just stamped it here, and what I'm doing now is just taking a very fine tip of a pen, whatever, and going like this and making it look completely like a loose doodle. So I don't want any straight lines, I want it free. And I'm trying to make it not repeat the same line again and again. So this is on purpose, and the more loose, the more interesting it is, to me at least. So I've got this, and what I have to do now, and I'm completely covered with ink, I need to cut these flowers out of the page so I can use them here and build my focal image. And it's going to be quite boring. I'm not even trying to, again, even with the cutting, it's not fussy cutting. I don't care if I have white. It needs to be very, very loose. I think the whole page is very loose and don't have straight lines, so is this. So this is the first, and I'm going to play with the placement of the other flowers. Of course I have to cut them first, and it's going to take some time. So again, I'm going to go off camera and I'll be back. I'm back, and I've got this here, but I wanted to show you something else. They are quite faint. I like them, but I wanted to give them just a little bit more definition. So I took this kind of brush. You can also take a Q-tip, and I'm picking up a little bit of this ink pad, and what I'm doing is just going in several places just to add a little bit more color and definition. It's just something that I thought would be better, so they won't look so pale, and I think it adds a little bit something to the whole thing. And I'm just putting down some glue stick that's giving me trouble. Here we go, and putting it here very gently, and trying not to smear all kinds of inks that are still wet here. And I'm going to take a permanent marker and do some kind of stamp that will connect the flowers. I'm going to try with this is like a Posca pen, only this is by Zig. And let's see, I think this color will be nice here, so let's see, something like that. And maybe just a little bit something like this. It's very free form. I'm not planning it, I'm just putting down something to have a nice focal point to the whole page. Yeah, and I just want it a little bit thicker and more substantial here. It's easier to put down first some kind of guideline and then work on your stamp and where you want it thicker and where you want it thinner. Yeah, that's my focal point, and I want some writing here. And I saw a stamp. Where did I put my stamp that I wanted to use? Scattered brain that I am. Oh, here it is. Let's see. I need a block. And the black ink pad, otherwise it won't be shown here. I was thinking of putting a little bit of gesso here so it will be more a scene, but I've decided against it. Whatever will show, and it doesn't have to take center place here. So I'm just putting a little bit of pressure so I will have, I hope, a nice print. Yeah, together is a beautiful place to be. And this is it. That's my page. I had so much fun playing with it. I hope you do too, and do whatever you like. just experiment and do splotches of color and all kinds of stuff and have fun. So this is it, and I'll be seeing you in my next video. Thank you for watching, and thank you for leaving me comments below. Bye.